Good to see you all. I come from a user experience background, and I've always found that the hard part of this work is not the technical part, it's the people part. So a while back, I heard a This American Life episode that introduced me to the concept of an I wish song. And it changed the way that I think about the people side of this work. So if you're not familiar with the concept of an I wish song, it's kind of what it sounds like. It's a song near the beginning of a musical where a main character states their true heart's wish, and that wish sets the whole storyline in motion. I will be making some musical theater references throughout this presentation, so if you're interested in a challenge, you can count how many you can identify. And real quick, I just want to give a couple of shout outs. One to my one-time team lead, Nikki Kerlock, who showed me what this work looks like in practice. And another to my one-time manager, Laura Elena, who once took me and a couple of colleagues up to a WeWork rooftop to sing Let It Go karaoke style. All right. Listen closely if you've ever wasted time, building a solution only to find that your teammates and your stakeholders were misaligned. Not just on the project, but on something deeper, like what you want, what you fear, and what you're here for. Let me share the story of my situation. I was young, scrappy, and hungry with determination, carrying a laptop in a messenger bag, conveying user insights that I needed to flag, building wireframes, click-through prototypes and journey maps, solving problems, documenting patterns for the mobile app, committed to improve things one commit at a time, or at least not make them worse on the government's dime. But artifacts are dime a dozen. They just sit on a shelf until someone misspells personal in JQL and trips on our personas. We might know things like dead ends in the navigation. No one else does, no one cares. We're focused on an innovation effort passed down from above in the administration. What does it mean? Who does it help? I need an explanation. When projects like this got derailed, one thing I realized was I forgot to start with the people inside. I had to understand their stories and all that they entailed if they cared to confide. See, if this were a musical, we'd all have a song, saying what we wanted, what we've wished for all along. But first off, we'd relate how our stories begin, like how we're on the outside, always looking in, or people are appalled at the greenness of our skin, or we're scrambling day and night to make a living like we've always been. Which leads to why we want to be where the people are, or find a small fortune so I wouldn't have to work so hard, because if I were a rich man, I'd be bum. Now, some folks want to see what's around the river bend, or make their way back home to the greatest place in the Caribbean, make like a bluebird and fly over the rainbow, or chase the line where the sky meets the sea and finally know how far it goes. But here, our song isn't always one we whistle while we work. You have to earn your shot to hear it. Start with trust and share your story first. Meet with people one-on-one for this. It's not a spectacle. Tell them since you're new, you've got a lot to learn, like when they call them in for things, based on their expertise, but also ask about their hobbies and their favorite cheese. Okay, you don't have to go that far, but really ask about the person. Ask about their favorite teams and also the worst ones. What they do outside of work and what makes their day fun. How they came into this field, and what they do if they won the lottery. When they tell you something, honor it. It's truly the good stuff. Ask for more because a little bit they gave you wasn't quite enough. Demonstrate in time that you remember what they shared. Ask about the cheddar from their Northeast adventure. Most important, find a way to help them toward their wish. Even in a small way, it'll build a strong relationship. Now, let me share some stories that I've actually come across, edited for privacy, but the main ideas haven't been lost. There was an engineer turned leader who felt out of his depth. He sought assurance that his team was on a path to success, and some folks spoke of problems and potential mitigations. Another said, "I've got this," and earned his trust and admiration. Another teammate had a background as a medical assistant, new to products but with a deep knowledge others couldn't get. She wanted to be heard and consulted for her expertise, and I wanted her knowledge as I learned the field in front of me. So when I asked questions to the team, I made sure to recognize, hey, what's your take here from your background? And from then on, we were close allies. So, somewhere out there, beneath the blue moonlight, everybody's got a job, a dream. You just have to ask, right? And if you help them work toward theirs, isn't it rich? We'll be a pair. They'll help you toward yours as you should, while making some good here and there. Just remember, folks can be on your side, our side. No one is alone. We can make dreams the way we planned them, if we work in tandem.